Alright everybody, while my partner goes over to that island over there so that we can get started with this video is going to be talking about visuals and audios that are particularly important in the game. So we'll talk about them real quick and then I'll shut up so that you can hear everything. So the first one we're going to be talking about is going to be specific to hunters. It's the aim of their bow. It's their bow aim, and then also the way it looks. This first part is going to specifically cover when a hunter pulls back their bow. So whenever they're holding their left mouse button and aiming, you'll see that the bow is gonna glow with this white sparkle, and then you'll hear the drawback. And then you'll also notice in this first clip I'm going to be doing a lot of like directional stuff just to show you that the direction of your camera does matter. Alright, this next clip is going to this next clip is going to be the sound of a hunter throwing a trap. It's not necessarily about the visual, you can see it here, but it's more about the sound, so that if a hunter is around a corner, you'll hear the trap get thrown out. And then just another important visual is that hunters can also throw this gale as one of their abilities that allows them to jump farther. It's not necessarily about the this next clip is going to be for bandages. You'll faintly hear it. Bandages are not super loud. You'll hear it behind the tree as my partner's back there putting on a bandage, and then I'll also be displaying it on my character here as well. And after that, we're going to be showing what a potion looks like, and what a potion looks like and sounds like. You'll get this green little aura around you. And now do keep this sound in mind for what a potion sounds like. It'll come back up for mob resetting later. Alright, in this clip we're going to be talking about the directional sounds like what we were talking about a minute ago, specifically with running. So here you'll notice my partner just ran by me. They were not sprinting, they were just running. You can barely hear it. Now while hunters are a little bit quieter than say a warrior, that's still almost impossible to hear if you're not looking towards them. If you happen to just need to be running through the map and you don't want to be noticed, don't sprint. It's a lot quieter. As you'll notice here in a second, my partner's gonna run by me and you'll be able to hear the sprint. Alright, and this next clip is specifically to hear running from a different direction. And here you'll notice it's going to be coming out of the right side of your sound system a lot more prominently. Alright, and one sound that I forgot to put in here, but it's happening right here, you'll notice there's a weapon sheathing sound. There's a weapon sheath sound. You'll want to listen to that to hear if people are just around you and sheathing to run at you or to run away. Alright, this next sound is going to be purely for if you break a leg, which you may have noticed from a different video. When you jump from too high and you land too far down, you will break your leg. And that causes wound damage and a lot of fall damage. Alright, and here we're gonna... Alright, and that was a warrior's warhorn, which is going to be how they usually initiate combat so that they can have rage. Alright, in this next clip, we're going to be primarily looking at rogue first. We're going to be checking out the way their stealth sounds and looks. Alright, something super important to note here is you see that little intangible object? That's the rogue. When they go into stealth, they get a couple seconds of pure invisibility. After that, you can see them just barely. It's very important so that you can get your eyes used to seeing that, and then you can track where the rogue runs off to. Alright, and here we're going to hear the rogue stealth from behind this rock. And then unstealth. Different sounds. Alright, now here is a priest. So if they are falling in air, they can press space again to expend stamina and float. It's also a very big giveaway for their location. It's very loud. Alright, in this clip we're going to be talking about a specific rogue ability called Phantom Dagger. It's less about what the ability looks like when it's thrown, more of what it's capable of doing and what it looks like after they use it. So after it goes onto you, they can press the button again to teleport to your exact location. The cool, not so cool thing about Phantom Dagger is that it can also go through geometry. The teleport. Of course, there are ways to get around Phantom Dagger. You can outrun it. It does have a range. You'll notice here the hunter runs into the building, I run a little bit, and then and here we're doing it again. Alright, there's also one other way. It is on a 10-second timer. After it hits you, it will last for 10 seconds. The rogue has to use it within that time or has to reapply the effect. You'll notice that I hit a Blade Rush ability, which gives you a timer that you can check it against. Alright, in this clip we're looking at the wizard's mirror image. After a certain level and with certain gear, the wizard will create mirror images. A lot of them just run, but there are some of them that will actually stand still and cast a fireball. You'll notice throughout the clip of this wizard that I'm constantly going invisible, trying to find a mirror image that's just going to stand still and cast a fireball for you. There's one. And then there's another one. Alright, so in this clip, I'm on a priest in junk gear out in the world, just kind of run around. You'll see here that mob gets a orange glow and also has a glow kind of like if you drank a health pot. You can't hear it because for some reason you can't hear it in this clip because the audio was bugged when I was trying to record these, and it was for a little while. I could never actually get the recording for the audio. But when a mob resets, it will glow like that. When a mob resets, it will glow like that. It will also make a sound as if you were drinking a potion. So when a mob is reset like this, it does not take damage. You can keep hitting it, but it won't take any damage. Now you'll notice there, the glow wore off, and it took damage, but it's still resetting. It has to reset to its original location. But if you've damaged it after that glow goes off, it will run at you as if you have aggroed it. And then you'll notice in this clip, after this mob is resetting, I go ahead and drink a potion. just so that you can kind of associate the sound with the visual. All right, and this is actually a clip full of a bunch of different stuff that we've talked about in this video. This is a fight between me and a dagger rogue. I'm not going to talk about this fight right now. I do break it down a lot more in depth as to what went wrong, what could have gone more correctly in the video about improving at the game overall, which is at the end of the playlist.